The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers recap for Thursday, May 9, reveals that Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will approach Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, at Society to see how Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, is doing at rehab, but Victor will argue that it's none of Jack's business. After Victor rants about Jack's actions putting Nikki at risk, he'll fume since Jack's ego is so big he won't even admit his mistake. Victor will warn that if Jack ever puts Nikki in harm's way again, he'll wish that he perished in that damn hotel room. Later, Victor will wake Jordan, Colleen Zank, up in her cell and see that she drank the booze. Jordan will order Victor to let her out and will throw her shoe at the chessboard next to him, but he'll just flash a smug smile. After Jordan begs Victor to put her in a real prison, she'll wonder what she can do to convince him. Victor will admit he has an idea with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. At the Abbott mansion, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will question why Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, is still upset over Jack staying out all night. Kyle will assume Jack was helping Nikki and will point out that they're just friends. Diane will admit that although Jack didn't cheat, what he did was just as bad or worse. Kyle will get updates on Jack contacting his old dealer for pills and mixing them with alcohol as he tried to shock Nikki into rehab. Once Kyle wraps his head around the news, he'll defend Jack a bit and understand that his dad felt the need to do something drastic. Diane will remain appalled, so Kyle will wonder if jealousy is playing a factor in her reaction. However, Diane will make it clear that this is about Jack risking his life since she could be planning his funeral right now. Since Kyle already goes against everything Diane says at the office, she'll act like that's happening at home now. Once Jack comes home, Kyle will hint about understanding his dad's actions before he heads to the park with Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell. Jack won't be happy about Diane spilling what happened to Kyle, but he'll keep trying to get her to move beyond her anger. Unfortunately, Diane won't know how to move past this betrayal since Jack was willing to throw away everything they shared. When Diane admits she needs time apart, Jack will get upset and ask why. Diane will worry that being around all her anger could drive Jack to pop pills, though she'll also fear that pulling away from him could do the same. R&R fans will see a very overwhelmed Diane who doesn't know how to handle all this. At the GC's, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier will vent to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, about Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, and how she put her foot down with Kyle to keep her away from Harrison. Phyllis will reflect on all the chances she's been given to change, and will point out that the other Newmans have forgiven Claire, who was also Jordan's victim. Summer will contend that Claire was willing to wipe out most of the family due to her psychosis, so she won't want to risk the possibility of that happening again. Although Phyllis will hint about Summer maybe being overprotective, Summer will spin it around on Phyllis and act like she's the queen of overprotective moms. Phyllis won't deny that and will agree with Summer about not wanting Claire in the nanny position since that'd be going too far. Summer will act like the whole thing is a non-issue since Claire will spend time with Harrison over her dead body. At the park, Claire will hint about trying to find a new job and will give Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinle, a nudge to get back to Newman Enterprises. When Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, arrives, Claire won't like the fact that he put his writing on hold either. Nevertheless, Victoria and Cole will insist they're both enjoying making Claire their priority, especially since they feared they'd never see her again during the latest round of Jordan chaos. Once Kyle and Harrison arrive, Harrison will run into Claire's arms. Kyle will pass along some food for the ducks and give his approval on Claire taking Harrison by the water to feed them. That'll give Victoria a chance to pitch Claire for the nanny job, but Kyle will admit Summer isn't comfortable with that and needs time to get over the kidnapping trauma. Kyle will seem unsure that Summer's ever going to look beyond Claire's past, but Victoria will hope so since they're family. When Summer and Phyllis appear in the distance, they'll watch Claire and Harrison return from feeding the ducks. That'll leave Summer looking furious over Kyle allowing Claire to get so close to their son. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Kyle and Summer are sure to have a fierce face-off soon, So stick with us for more predictions on all the friction.